All right, well, woo. All right, well, hi, I'm Karen. In this video today, I'm going to be testing out some new products from e.l.f. And I have to say, I've already tested them out, so I do have to say that. So I kind of have some kind of idea of what to expect. So I'm probably going to try to play with it just a little bit differently, just to, I don't know, let's just see what happens. So anyway, so let's go ahead and jump into this video. So this is the foundation that I just saw on Ulta's website. And of course, for the first time ever, they actually looked like they had the shade that would match my skin and not something that looked more on the cool tone side. And then I also got these as well. And this isn't something that I found on e.l.f.'s website. It's only on Ulta. And this is the new 16-hour Camo Concealer. All right, and then this color is in Tan Sand. And then this other one is in Deep Olive. And I got this one just in case, you know, maybe that other one was too light. And this will kind of give you all a comparison. This is my Cover FX alongside this as well. I mean, yeah, just putting it against my skin, you can already see like, yeah. I mean, if anything, I could probably mix the two, which I have not tried, but let's just stick with this one first. So first I'm going to start off with using this Taya. And for some reason I can't find my spray bottle. This spray bottle here that I was using, that has a mix of these two in there. I think this is causing me like my skin to be seriously irritated. Yeah, I've been noticing it more and more, and it kind of just made me wonder, like the only thing I can think of that I switched up was definitely that I've been spraying over my skin instead of this one. And then the other thing too was the Spotlight from Physicians Formula that I used recently. And I broke out in the little whiteheads like all over here, like right here, like really? Because I rubbed it up this way and that way, and I put it on my chin. And I was just like, see, you really do gotta be careful what you're putting on your skin. Like skincare does matter, and at least for me it does. I'm gonna show some love to the neck too now. And it's just now starting to like tone down. So thank the Lord. Thank Him for everything. Shoot. All right, I'm gonna let that dry down. While it's doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and put on some moisturizer. I'm gonna give that some time to soak into my skin because it really does need to like dry before. That's why I like the spray. I gotta find my spray bottle. So while that's soaking in, I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. All right, I finally got my brows on 1,000 years later. And let's move on to the next step. Let's go ahead and use this. Now I just want to kind of show y'all the wand. And I guess this is like the latest, you know, trend when it comes to makeup with these big wands. But it does make a lot of sense because it does make it a lot easier for you to put your concealer on. And I just kind of want to give y'all like an up close like swatch of what that looks like. And it does have a little bit of a chemically smell as well. If those kind of things, you know, bother you, I have to definitely note that. It's not strong. It's definitely not like the Wet n Wild foundation. Yeah, it's not as strong as that, but you definitely do notice it. So it is a major difference, of course, between the shades. Put a little bit there since we already did that. Yeah, you see, that's too dark for somebody my complexion. To me, one of the things I noticed about this is not one of those concealers that you can immediately start to blend out. And I don't know how it's going to perform letting it sit a little bit longer, but I'm trying to give it a chance here. Initially blending it out right away, it did look very separated, but I used my finger last time, so I'm doing something different. Today, I don't know, I guess it want to behave today. Okay, I don't know, I guess it wants to behave today. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it was the products that I had on my face. Maybe I didn't give it more time to dry in because I really let this dry. We're gonna pull this out so we can get a close up. All right, you really have to blend it out. But yeah, there was like some settling, but now I blended it away. That's why I said let's let this one sit on a little bit longer so we can see it what it's gonna do. Oh, did I not hit record? You is kidding me. It definitely did better with using this. I'm usually used to using my fingers to like go in there and blend it out, you know, because it fits in there perfectly. Let's go on with this little brush. Mix it in. I will say it does look very pigmented. And what are the claims while we sit here? It says camouflage those pesky spots and under eye circles with this high coverage crease resistant 16-hour wear concealer. Directions: use the wand to apply concealer to the desired area. Pat over gently with your finger or a sponge for a smooth blend. All right. So it just told us there. It didn't mention anything about using a brush. It is drying pretty quick. So, well, now that it's had some time to dry down. Yeah, I think I like this side a lot better. I don't see the need to have to mix the both of them in, but I will say that, I don't know, it's almost like it did lose a little bit of its pigmentation over on this side. So I'm gonna apply just a little bit more. I usually don't like to apply too much only because I don't like to have the cakiness underneath my eye. If I can avoid putting foundation, because that's another layer. And then you want to set your under eye. Sometimes I've kind of gotten out of that. I'm not sure how I feel about this. No, it was misbehaving yesterday. Like yesterday, it looked like there was like some separation in it. No matter how much I blended it, you could literally see that the formula was like separating on top of my skin, like little itty bitty little cracks of separation. And then eventually, I guess when it dried down, it looked better, but let's move on. I'm gonna go ahead and use their foundation. It's in suede medium tan with golden tones. It just pulls off. Like for the longest, I was trying to twist the top. I kept doing this. I'm like, why is it not opening? No, it just pulls off. And then that's the color. It's pretty thick. I'm gonna use this brush right here. This is from the Vintage Cosmetic Company. This is their powder brush. And one thing I will say, it does definitely, it has a floral soft, yeah, this has a floral smell to it. It's not as strong as the L'Oreal one that I just tested out, but it definitely has a smell, and that for me right there, that canceled it out. But I will say this, it's another foundation that has a beautiful finish. Yeah, I really wish they wouldn't do that. Well, this is supposed to be a satin finish type of foundation, and I really like that a whole lot. But one thing I did notice when I used it the first time is that it really accentuated my pores, and I'm not used to that at all. So you will have to use a pore filler with this foundation if you're interested in buying it. Yeah, there you go. Accentuating the pores. I am not used to that. Yeah, this does have a strong smell. What was I thinking? Yeah, it does. I used a different brush last time too. This is, wow. Okay, I used my little concealer brush to like lightly like pat it on. But right now, I don't know, because this brush is bigger. Like I can really smell it. Yeah, I can't wait to return you, because you got too much smell for my liking, my friend. Yeah, this is going back. It wears beautifully though. Wow, this is crazy. Like I noticed it yesterday, but I didn't notice it like that. Like I was like, oh, you gotta smell. Why you gotta smell? And I smelled the, you know, I did that and I was like, okay, but I was using this right here. Wow. All right, so overall, like I said, it's a beautiful finish, but the smell is a turn off for me, period. Especially with me just having my irritation, my skin like doing an inflamed thing it was just doing, and then having them two white heads, I'm good. I am good. But like the other part, like I said, like here, I can see like all my pores. Like that, no. I have other foundations that I use that I don't have to use any pore filler. So for me, I'm not really too impressed with that right there, because that's an extra step. But if you're already using a pore filler and you don't care about smells and you don't mind doing those extra steps or doing whatever else that's in this right here, you will like this. That is just crazy. Wow. Yeah, this definitely accentuates the pores a whole lot, but it does give you a very natural look. I will say that, but I'm just gonna go ahead and take this off because I can always feel my skin slightly tingling. And I'm just gonna say this. For me, both of these are gonna be a pass because I don't like this doesn't look very moist. It almost gives you like a texture underneath your eye. Yeah, like it just, I don't know, it already has a dry look already, and I'm not too much of a fan of that. Like it's accentuating the lines underneath my eyes. For me, a concealer doing that off the rip, I'm not a fan. Let me take this off first. My skin just broke out recently, so I'm not trying to take any chances. Granted, I did wear it yesterday and my skin looked fine, but I'm good. I'm good. This has too much smells for me. And I also wanted to show y'all this as well. It just looks a bit textured where the concealer is. And you can see it more so on the deep olive one. Like how textured that looks. It doesn't even look smooth. It looks kind of drying. And yeah, it's just literally accentuating like all the little lines that is in my hand. Let's just be honest. Like if you're looking for a concealer, you're looking for something that's still gonna have some moisture to it. Just a little bit, something that's not, you don't want it to completely dry out underneath your eye. You get what I'm saying? Because now it's gonna make this area look aged, and you haven't even set it with powder yet. Maybe if you're younger, you don't mind that look. I personally, I don't care for it. If I can avoid it, I will. So I'll have to say for sure that these concealers here, they're a pass for me. The packaging is super cute. Even the color shades that they have, well, at least the ones I did see. I don't remember what they even have. Hold on, let's check. And these are going for $5, by the way. Just thought I'd mention that. And they have a pretty good selection of color. But like I said, for me, quite personally, this is not the type of formula that I would like to wear on my eye area. It's just not. Maybe if you like an eyeshadow primer that dries down a little bit more, then maybe that's your option right there. But I would kind of be concerned about putting something that dries out so much like that anywhere around my eye area. Because the last thing you want is something that's gonna dry your eye area out and start to make it look aged. That's just my thought process, you know, but do as you like. I'm just sharing my experience and my thoughts. And then for me also, the foundation is definitely a pass. Like I said, the smell is quite noticeable. It's about as noticeable as using the L'Oreal. I don't know, are they in competition? I get it. You know, you have a lot of these larger brands that do smells, but I mean, this is a bit much. It kind of makes me wonder, like, what are they masking? I'm just saying. All right, so anyway, that is it for this video. I want to thank y'all so much for watching. If you like what I do and you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure to go ahead and hit the button down below and hit the bell. So whenever I upload a new video, you'll be the first to know, or one of the first to know. Yeah. Anyway, thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.